right? And over a period of just a few short months, this 16-year-old kid, he was just 16 at the time, he's been able to get over 20 million hits to his MySpace page. How ridiculously incredible is that? For someone that had no budget, for someone that had no industry recognition. He wasn't even old enough he was just barely old enough to get a license, 16 years old. But he had the willpower. He had the focus. That one focus. He had the focus. He had the determination to be able to go out there and recognize that there's new things that are happening in this music industry, in the music business. And he embraced those changes. Just as you have to embrace those changes. Within a short few months after that, he reached Billboard Top 20. Go ahead, do your research. Go to Billboard.com. And I guarantee you he's still in the top 50 at least. His song is Crank That, and it's CRANKDAT. Don't ask me where he came up with the name of the title, but my kids love it. It gets played on the radio all the time. He was in the Billboard Top 10. I mean, and not just for a short stint, not for just a week, not for 2 weeks. He was in there for over a month. He was in the MTV Top Video Request, BET Top Video Request, Top Selling Ringtones of the Year. He was in the Top 10 Selling Ringtones of the Year. 16-year-old kid, no music industry experience. He didn't even have enough experience to know how to properly compose a song. But he knew that if I get my music in front of the right people, if I get enough people to see it, and that's all it takes. It just takes that spark, baby. That's all it takes. If I get enough people to see it, then something can happen with this thing. He had the self-belief, and that's what it comes down to. You know, this is Motivational Music Mondays. So we're going to talk about some motivational things. You have to have the self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. It all starts with you. You have to believe in yourself from the moment you get up in the morning to the moment you go to sleep at night. Unwavering belief. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how many people look at you like you're crazy, no matter what you've been through before, no matter what your circumstance, no matter what your disability may be or what you think it may be, no matter what your age is, no matter if you think you're too old, if you think you're too young. I say you're never too old. This kid was 16 years old. I'm sorry, you're never too young. He was 16 years old. You're never too old. I got one of my clients, they're actually husband and wife team. Their name is Jim and Judy. They're close to 60 years old, but they made the decision. They came to one of my seminars, and they made the decision to change their life. One of the seminar that I was teaching at the moment, it wasn't a music business seminar. I teach, I have motivational seminars, music industry related seminars, as well as wealth building and business building seminars. And this happened to be a business building and wealth building seminar. They made the conscious decision that they wanted a change in their lifestyle. They wanted a change no matter how old it was, and they didn't let the fact that they were close to 60 years old stop them. And right now they're making incredible sums of money using the internet. Right? Now that's just a little tangent that I ran off of. It's not music business related, but I just had to stress that. You know, I just get totally frustrated when I see people who allow themselves to be thrown off track, to lose their focus by what they believe to be their real circumstances. I'm in bad health, or I don't have enough money, my finances are poor. No one, I live in a small town. I don't live in New York, so no one will listen to my music. I don't live in LA, so no one will listen to my music. It's harder on me because I don't live in Miami, or I don't live in, I'm not in Chicago. Don't make excuses. You have to believe in yourself 100%. All right, so use the internet in conjunction with what you're already doing. Do that, and it's going to be huge for you. I mean, and by all means, please don't stop what you're already doing with like the offline stuff and anything else that you're doing that's successfully working for you. Even if, and everyone's measure of success is different. Success can be you selling 2 additional copies of your CD. If you're selling 2 additional copies of your CD a week doing something, then all you have to do is multiply that effort. Multiply it by 100 times, whatever it is. You're placing an ad in the magazine, and you're selling 2 CDs by placing that one ad. Take that money and then multiply those ads that you're placing and start placing them in 25, 50, 60 different magazines. I have clients of mine who, we put together advertising campaigns and local community papers and local weekly papers where they're selling their CDs, where they're driving people back to their website, or they're driving people to their concerts, and it works tremendously if you know how to do it the right way. So there's all types of marketing methods that you can use, and like I said, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to get into some detail on how you can use some of these things. All right, but use the internet with what you're already doing, and you're going to see some dramatic changes. Just make sure that you add, the key components of internet marketing to it. And I'm going to heavily focus on this stuff. I'm going to drive it in until you get it. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be showing you some of the things that you can do to be prepared to ride the wave that's taking place right now. I'll use in order to get this done, I'm going to use a combination of things like the teleseminars that we're on right now. I'll use live video conferencing so you guys can actually watch from your computer as I go in and I set up a domain name, as I set up a MySpace page, and I add the key components to the MySpace page. Excuse me, I got a terrible cold from speaking over the last couple of days, and I'm starting to lose my voice, so bear with me. But I'm going to set up live video conferencing where you'll be able to go in and see what I'm doing on YouTube and on Facebook and a lot of these other Web 2.0 sites. There's a lot of really effective Web 2.0 sites out there that you guys can be using to tremendously drive traffic to your website, to tremendously get people to notice you, if you know how to do it. 99.9% of the people that have MySpace pages, that have videos up on YouTube, are doing it 100% wrong.